Why, dear son, you are wonderfully made in my image, but like all my children, you carry the weight of your heart's experiences. Sometimes, without realizing it, you project your feelings onto others, seeing them through the lens of your own fears, frustrations, or hopes. I urge you, pause and reflect. When you feel anger, sadness, or doubt, bring those feelings to me first. Let me help you carry them and purify your heart. Remember, others have their own burdens. They may be struggling in ways you cannot see. Do not judge too quickly or assume their thoughts mirror yours. Instead, extend the grace I have given you. Seek understanding and practice compassion. When you feel tempted to react, choose love. Love builds bridges where misunderstanding creates walls. When you treat others with kindness and patience, even in the face of confusion or conflict, you reflect my light. Be a peacemaker, as I have called you to be. For when you love your neighbor as yourself, you glorify me and bring my peace into the world. Remember, I am always here to guide you, comfort you, and help you grow. Trust me, my son, and let my spirit lead you toward a heart filled with love, wisdom, and humility. My beloved son, from the very beginning, I created you to be a reflection of my love, my light, and my truth. Yet, in your human journey, there will be moments when your heart feels heavy, misunderstood, or burdened. In these moments, it's natural to let your emotions spill over, sometimes in ways that affect how you see others or how you respond to them. But, my son, I want you to know this: the feelings you carry are a part of your growth, and they do not have to define your relationships or your view of others. When you find yourself frustrated, ask yourself, is this about them, or is this about me? Many times, the hurts, fears, or insecurities in your heart might paint the way you interpret someone else's actions. But my child, just as I look at the heart and not merely the surface, I call you to do the same. You see, the person in front of you, whether they seem distant, harsh, or indifferent, might be carrying burdens you cannot see. They, too, are walking their own journey, filled with challenges, wounds, and prayers. When you project your feelings onto them, you may misjudge their intentions or create walls where there should be bridges. I desire for you to be a builder of bridges, a carrier of my peace, and an example of my love. Let me remind you of my word. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Matthew 7 verses 1 to 2. Judgment clouds understanding, my son, and it keeps you from seeing the truth of another's heart. When you feel overwhelmed, I invite you to come to me first. Pour out your worries, your anger, your confusion at my feet. I am your refuge, your safe place. As my word promises, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5 verse 7. I will help you sort through your emotions and heal what is wounded within you. Choose to walk in love, as I have loved you. Even when someone's actions seem unkind or their words sting, let your response be rooted in grace. Just as I have forgiven you for all your shortcomings, I call you to forgive and seek understanding. This is not a weakness, it is a reflection of my strength in you. Remember what my son, Jesus, taught you. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Matthew 5 verse 9. When you approach others with patience and compassion, you reflect my heart. You bring peace into situations that could be filled with strife. And do not be afraid to look inward, my child. Self-reflection is not a sign of weakness, it is a pathway to growth. When you notice patterns in your emotions or relationships, ask me to reveal what lies beneath. Perhaps there is a wound I long to heal, or an area where I wish to grow your faith and trust in me. You are not alone in this journey, my son. I am always with you, guiding you with my spirit. I understand your struggles, your joys, and your pain more deeply than anyone ever could. Lean on me, and I will teach you how to love others as I have loved you. Let your words be gentle, your actions kind, and your heart humble. As it says in Proverbs, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Proverbs 15 verse 1. In gentleness, you disarm anger. In love, you transform relationships. When you find yourself tempted to react out of frustration or hurt, pause and pray. Ask me to show you the other person as I see them. Let my spirit guide your response. The more you practice this, the more you will grow into the man I have called you to be, strong, compassionate, and filled with my peace. Never forget, my son, that you are a vessel of my grace. Every interaction you have is an opportunity to show my love. Even in conflict, there is a chance to bring healing. Even in misunderstanding, there is a chance to build trust. Let me work through you, and you will see how your relationships flourish. I love you deeply and unconditionally. Trust me with your heart, your feelings, and your relationships. I am here to help you every step of the way. My dearest son, you are precious in my sight, created with love and intention, molded by my hands to fulfill a purpose that only you can accomplish. Every step you take and every challenge you face is known to me, and I walk beside you, guiding you with my spirit. Today, I want to speak to you about a truth that can free your heart and bring peace to your relationships, the way you process and project your feelings onto others. As you walk this life, your heart will encounter a myriad of emotions, joy and sorrow, peace and frustration, love and disappointment. These feelings are a part of the humanity I gave you, and they can be beautiful when surrendered to me. But my child, emotions, when unchecked, can sometimes cloud your vision. They may lead you to believe things about others that are not true, to assume motives that do not exist, or to build barriers where I intended bridges. There are times when the weight of your own struggles, fears, or insecurities might lead you to see others through a distorted lens. You might attribute your pain or frustrations to their words or actions, even when their hearts may be far from what you perceive. This is the nature of projecting your feelings onto others, and it can harm the relationships I have blessed you with. Take heart, my son, for this is not beyond my healing. I desire to teach you, to refine you, and to help you grow into a man of wisdom and grace. First, I want you to remember that when you feel overwhelmed by emotions, I am your safe place. Before you speak or act, come to me. Bring your frustrations, your hurts, and your fears to my feet. Pour them out in prayer, for I care for you deeply. As my word says, the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Psalm 34 verse 18. When you feel misunderstood or burdened by assumptions, I invite you to seek my perspective. Ask yourself, what is truly in my heart right now? Am I seeing this person or situation clearly, or am I viewing them through the lens of my own struggles? My spirit will help you discern the truth, for I am a God of clarity and not confusion. I also remind you of the beauty and power of love. Love covers a multitude of sins. Love sees beyond faults and imperfections. Love extends grace where judgment could have easily taken root. My son, Jesus, demonstrated this perfect love when he walked among you. He saw the brokenness in the hearts of others, but he did not judge them harshly. Instead, he met them with compassion, understanding, and forgiveness. I call you to do the same. As you grow in self-awareness, remember that others are also carrying burdens, some visible, some hidden. The person who seems distant may be wrestling with their own pain. The one who seems sharp or harsh may be guarding wounds they do not know how to share. My command to love your neighbor as yourself is not merely for their sake but for yours as well. When you choose love, patience, and understanding, you free your heart from unnecessary anger and bitterness. Let my word be your guide in these moments. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. James 1 verse 19. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Luke 6 verse 37. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. Colossians 3 verse 13. To project is human, but to surrender is divine. When you lay your emotions before me, I will give you clarity and peace. I will help you see others as I see them, flawed yet beloved, imperfect yet redeemable. My child, I am constantly working in the hearts of those around you, just as I am working in you. Trust my process in them, and do not let misunderstandings or assumptions rob you of the joy of connection. This path of humility, love, and self-awareness is not easy, but it is the way of my kingdom. When you choose to walk this path, you will reflect my light in a world often clouded by division and misunderstanding. Your relationships will deepen, your heart will be freer, and you will grow into the man I have called you to be. So, my son, go forth in confidence, knowing that I am with you always. You are never alone in this journey. I see your heart and every effort you make to love and understand others. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and let my love overflow in your life. In all things, trust in my power to heal, restore, and guide. You are deeply loved and treasured beyond measure.